Here's a screencast for 1.3, points, lines, and planes. So geometry depends on certain vocab, like point, line, and plane. So let's go over what point, line, and plane mean. So these are all terms that cannot be mathematically defined using any other known word. This is the only word that means this. There's no synonyms. So a point has no dimension. It's literally just a small dot. So you'll notice they use an uppercase block letter. So if I would write B, that means point B. If I would write D, that means point D. I don't have to write the word point beforehand. So you don't have to write the word point before. A line has one dimension. It extends in two directions and is represented. Eli, go play in your room. Alright, well, we might have surprise dinosaurs during this screencast. A line has one dimension, so it's either just X or it's just Y. It extends in two directions and it's represented by a line with two arrowheads. So you just have arrows at the two ends. So they're named in two ways. Either you can say a lowercase script letter, so like L or M, and most times we'll write line L, we'll write the word line M. So maybe this is line L and this is M. Or if I have 2 points, I can name it this way. So let me say this is C and this is D. So line L is the same thing as saying line CD. A plane has two dimensions. It's represented by a shape that looks like a floor or a wall. You have to imagine that extends without an end. So a lot of times in your math books, you're going to see this little like square shape. But it doesn't mean that this is all that's defined. It actually goes in all directions. So it's just like the screen you're looking at, except if it would extend in all directions. So you could either name it with an uppercase script letter. So if I write like A, super fancy, this could be plane A. Or by any 3 points on the plane that are not on the same line. So over here we see that I can't just draw one line that connects all 3 points. So I could say this is plane D, E, F. So if I just write D and E and F, these means points, but all together in one line, right? All together in this row, D, E, F, this means plane. So a postulate is a statement that is accepted as being true without requiring proof. So postulate 1 is 2 points determine a line. All right, through any 2 points, there's exactly one line. So I could put, a couple different points on here. So through any 2 points, there's exactly one line. So let's go ahead and let's insert this line. Okay. All right, so let's draw the line through AB. There's exactly one line through CD. There's exactly one line. I come over here. There's exactly one line through B and D. Exactly one line through B and C. Only one line through A and C. And then only one line through A and D. So any 2 points you choose, there's only one line that will connect them. That's why I could name this line AD, or I could name it DA. Right? Either one will work. Postulate 2, 3 points determine a plane. Through any 3 points not on the same line, there's exactly one plane. So as long as they're not on the same line, all it takes is 3 points and then you'll have a plane. Come here, come learn. Example 1, use the diagram below to name the following. So I have 2 planes. I have plane R, which is the blue going up and down, and then I have the green, which is this flatter side. So if I just want to name 3 points, let's go ahead and let's label, look, this capital Q and this capital R, these are our 2 planes. So I write the word plane Q and plane R. If I want to name 2 lines, notice there's a lowercase p and a lowercase m, so I could say line M and line P. Line P. And then if I want 3 points, notice they're just dots with the capital letter. So what are these 3 letters?
D and E.
D, E, and F. So those are 3 points. D, E, and F. Okay, let the dogs out. All right, let's keep going. So collinear points are points that are on the same line. Same line. So if I have a line, I could have A, and here's B, and they're collinear because they're on the same line. Coplanar are ones that are on the same plane. So if I have a plane, this is point C and point D, they're coplanar because they're on the same plane. Versus coplanar lines are on the same plane. It's just lines that are on the same plane. So let's use this diagram. Name 3 points that are collinear, aka in a line. So these 3 points are D, E, and F because they're all on the same line. Versus 4 points that are coplanar. So I'm looking for 4 points that are all on this plane. So what are the 4 points that are on this plane? What are the ones I circled? What are these letters? D, G, E, and
F.
F. Nice job. 3 points that are not collinear. So there's a lot of different ones that this could be. We just don't want them all to be on the same line. So I have this point H, E, and maybe let's do G. So H, E, and G. Or I could have H, E, and F. There's so many, as long as they're not all on the same line. All right, algebra review, here we go. So all you have to do is plug in, everywhere you see an X, you're gonna plug in a 3. And everywhere you see a Y, we're gonna plug in, what's this number?
1.
-1, awesome. So 2 times 3 is 6, 4 times -1 is -1. So this is going to be 2. All right, ready? Everywhere we see a Z, what are we gonna plug in?
5.
5. Minus, remember what I said Y was? What's this number?
1.
-1. So I have 15 minus a -1 is just 15 plus 1, so that's 16. All right, let's keep going. So I'm just going to plug in 3 plus -1 plus 5 all over 14 gives me 7 over 14, so that's 1/2. All right, ready? Y squared, so I have to take -1 times itself minus 4 times my x, which is 3, plus 2 times z, which is 5. So let's go through. Negative times a negative is a positive. All right, 4 times 3 is 12. And then 2 times 5 is 10. Eli, do you know how to add? What is 1 minus 22? -21. Say -21.
-21.
Awesome. Okay, oops, I'm zoomed out too far. We gotta plug in. So 3 times my x plus my z plus 5 times my y. So I have 3 times 8 minus 5. 24 minus 5 is 19. And then I have 4 times my x. What is my x value, Eli? What's x? You see this number? 3 times my y. What's y?
1.
-1. So this is just going to be -12. All right, we're almost done with the lesson. The line AB passes through points A and B. So this is line AB. Here's point A. Here's point B. And the segment consists of the endpoints A and B and all the points on the line that are between. So this segment AB is just the part that's between. All right, it ends at A and B. And then the ray AB consists of the endpoint A and then all the points that are on it on the same side of A as B. So I start at A and then I go all the way over towards B. Notice there's an endpoint and then there's an arrow going all the way around. So have you learned about rays before? Maybe like a sun, right? The sun has rays that go out. So the rays have an endpoint and then they go out forever. Endpoint, go out forever. Okay, so let's draw this diagram. So if I have a line, the symbol is, you see the letter AB with the line on top, or BA. Let's go and let's draw it over here. Okay, ready? So this is a line, and then I have point A. Oops, it's moving on me. And then B. There you go. So I could either name it line AB or line BA. Okay, ready for segment? So if I have a segment, I just want the portion that starts at A and ends at B, or starts at B and goes to A. Only the portion in between. And then this is the fun part. So if I want ray AB, it's going from A to B. So here's B, here's A, versus, you ready for this other one? It says B to A. So I have to start at B and go towards A. Okay, we're almost done with this lesson. You gonna help me out, Eli? So draw 3 non-collinear points. So what this means is I want 3 points that are not all on the same line. Oh yeah, okay. I need 3 non-collinear points. What's this letter? J, K, and?
L.
J, K, and here's my L. And I don't want them to be all on the same line, so they're not all in the same line. Okay, so I want line JK. So I want to go through J and K and have it be a straight line. There you go. There is line JK. Then I want segment KL. So I'm going to start at K Go to L, done.
Mm-hmm.
And then last, I want a ray. Do you remember what a ray is?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to start at L and go through J and then go on forever. It's like a sun ray. Whichever letter is first is where it stops, is where the endpoint is. And then the arrow goes through J and goes forever. So that is the end of assignment 3. Let me know if you have questions.